we still missing Scott, Brian?
Getting texts from Dave, Kelsey, or do you think he's
I have
trying
been
to
getting
get back
texts. I have been getting texts from Dave. I haven't gotten anything during this break here, though.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to rejoin.
I did send him an email that has the information for calling in. So,
oh, he's here. I just got a text.
Oh, good.
Yep, he can hear us. News is with this, we weren't doing round robin questions, and so this wasn't as big of a deal until I froze, and then that just created some problems.
So when you froze, could you hear us?
Yes,
silently waiting for you, and then Stephanie saying, "We think she's frozen."
Yeah, well, I tried to do the dual screen, and apparently Zoom did not like being in dual screen mode on my iPad, and it just exploded a little bit. So I got a different device, so now I just have two devices. And just Brian and Scott we're waiting for. There, they can.
I'm here, Kelsey.
Oh, okay. I was basing it on pictures. Just waiting for Scott. Hiding. Okay, there we go. All right, so at 9:25, we will end our recess. And so I was able to connect with Dr. McDowell, and he would still be interested in this position and working through contract negotiations with us. So he was excited. He's ready to keep moving forward. So,
was he available to meet tomorrow?
yeah, he said that at this point he will look for direction from us and from MSBA. I did say that we would like to do negotiations tomorrow, and he said okay. So, not work out a specific time with him tomorrow, since I don't have a specific time from board members yet as to what would work for our group.
Yep.
But
no, I didn't. No, I wouldn't expect that you would. But I'm just looking here. So, after basically afternoon tomorrow, I've got some one-on-ones, but I can move those up to the morning without issue. So any time after afternoon is fine, and literally after 12 p.m.
okay.
Likewise, all of my meetings are in the morning.
Yep, I can make whatever work. I can do something in the afternoon. That's fine with me too.
Great.
So anytime afternoon. Okay. Okay.
From an administrative standpoint, I think this is out on the website, but just so we have copies of it available, could we please get Dr. Peshta's contract? I know it's quite, because that is the interim position. And if we could also get Collins's contract?
In Dropbox, I did see that Mr. Collins' previous contract was out there. I don't know if Dropbox is still available though.
I think it's still available. Becky just gave us the thumbs up that she'll email those to us. So if we
Awesome.
could just have both of those items, and then would it be, oh, go ahead, Barb,
Barb.
jump in.
I would just suggest that in addition to those two, that you also download a copy of MSBA's model contract from our website. That was developed in conjunction with MASA. MSBA and MASA came up with that, and the latest revisions are in there as of this year. So if you'd like another template to use, I simply would recommend you take a look at the model contract.
Yes, because Mr. Collins's contract was about 2 decades old.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I would
This one's current.
yes, I would very much like to have something much more current. Before we set a time, if I can make a recommendation, it would be that Kelsey and Stephanie and myself, that we have maybe half an hour or an hour on that line for the three of us to talk, so that we are 100% on the same page on what we believe is in the contract, what should not be in the contract, what, I mean, down to specifics of dollar amounts, etc. Barb, do you, and remind me on this one, because I know I asked this one the last time around as well, what are the guidelines around seeing Dr. McDowell's current contract?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the end of the question.
Do we have any insight to Dr. McDowell's current contract?
That would be public data, and it would be available through his current school district. The associate superintendent contract, if you contact Stillwater School District, you should be able to get that from them.
Okay, I'll probably just hop out on their website and see if it's posted out there, but it may not be. I know not all districts post their superintendent's contracts.
Okay. I know all of the superintendent contracts are usually posted. I have to say I'm not familiar if associate superintendent contracts are. Sandy, do you know?
Usually they're not. It's
Okay.
not that detailed.
Got
But the personnel department might have it, or they would have it, and they would be able to give it to you.
Okay, because that would give us maybe some guidance or a little bit of insight.
All right. So would you like me to call them to get that?
I'm actually gonna, if you'll bear with me, I'm going to go to Stillwater's website right now and see if it's there.
Okay, while you're looking that up, Chair Waits, I can call Sarah if you wish. Would you like me to make that call, or would you prefer to do it?
If you would make that call, that would be great.
Okay.
And so then what else will we need for the contracts tomorrow? We need we're going to pull up the 3 other contracts plus MSBA's model contract. And who we should delegate, who should set up the meeting between the board, and are you going to do that, Becky? Okay.
Yeah, there's not anything out here for either the superintendent nor the assistant superintendent. There's cafeteria, community ed, CSS and tech support, custodian, district directors, paraprofessionals, principals, and then the teacher's contract, which is the SCEA contract, and that's all there is.
I found the superintendent's contract earlier today, Scott, because I was just curious. I looked back in both districts, and up at the search level, I put in superintendent contract, and it popped up. But I too did not have any luck finding Bob's current contract, although maybe it's in directors. But I did a search just on superintendent contract, and it might have only been 2015 to 2018. I suppose maybe it wasn't the absolute most current one.
Yeah, this one is 2017 through 2019. district directors, managers, program administrators. So it doesn't, sorry, watching me search the internet, I'm sure is,
And so just as a reminder, we are still live on Hastings Community Television.
Along those same lines, since you do have a committee of the board doing your negotiations, that will need to also be recorded and posted to the website as an open meeting. If only one of you were to make the call, it wouldn't need to be. Since there is a committee, then you would need to adhere to the posting requirements. So.
right. Well, and we will need to work with, I presume we will do this again via Zoom.
Not in person.
So,
Yep.
well, yeah, but we'll need that set up. And I'm looking at this, and there's not. This is for executive directors, assistant directors, ECF, early childhood. Yeah, this is not it.
Okay. All right. So would you like me to make that call tomorrow then?
That'd
for the
be awesome.
contract?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
I will call in the morning to see if I can get a copy of the contract by the afternoon.
That would be great. So then, what time did you want to meet as a committee? And then we would have the public meeting, the public Zoom meeting with Dr. McDowell.
Oh, well, just one second. Brian, did you have your hand up to say something that I missed? Okay. What time? I'm open to whatever works for you two. My schedule's more flexible, so.
Okay. Why don't we say if noon works, why don't we do noon to 1? That can be our window for the three of us. And I think I can either set something up via Skype, or if we want to do a Zoom meeting, or if we just want to use the phone, that's fine too. We'll all have the same documents. And then maybe 1 o'clock with Dr. McDowell.
Right. But what Barb was saying is that we do have to record it since it is a committee meeting, and we will have to post it. And so I think
we have to record the 3-person committee meeting as well.
Or live stream. You could live stream it as well, or instead of posting it, yes.
Okay. Well, then I guess Becky, if you would please set up two separate meetings for us. One at noon, and then a separate one at 1 o'clock.
Yep, and also make sure that that works for HCTV if they'll be recording it.
I already talked to Mike earlier before the deliberations, and he said it should be okay. Worst case scenario, I can record it and just send it to him. But otherwise, got it. I'll set up 2 meetings, 1 at noon and 1 at 1.
Thank you for all of your hard work.
Yeah, of course you already talked to Mike, and of course you're going to set it up.
Okay.
I may or may not be doing it right now.
All right. Is there anything else we need to cover tonight?
Barbara, are we now okay to destroy everything we've got?
I would wait until the contract is accepted. And then yes. Before you adjourn, Sandy and I just have a couple of really quick things for you. So if the only thing left on your agenda is adjournment, then I would suggest you turn it over to Sandy for a moment.
That's all that we have left.
Okay, first of all, I want to commend you for the hard work that you did in selecting a quality candidate for your district. You handled the process with professionalism and the respect that the process deserves. I was particularly impressed with how well the board worked together throughout the process, even though that you're just such a new board working together. And I was also impressed with the number of participants your community had participating in that community forum. That says a lot about what your community is about, and that they care about the schools. The quality of the questions that was asked by the community, the staff, and the administrators were second to none, and that's something to be commended as well. And then lastly, the thoughtful, respectful deliberation. It shows that, you know, that you're really committed to the district. It tells me that this is a school district that I would love to work in. So I'm going to come out of retirement and complicate the process a little bit. No, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I just want to tell you that was an honor working with your team of people. And I wish you best wishes in the future as you start this process with your new superintendent.
And I would just like to echo everything Sandy said. If you're tired right now, it indicates a job well done. This has been a long process and again, very thoughtful. Deliberations, you just did a very good job with that. And on behalf of MSBA, I just want to thank you for entrusting us with the assistance in this project. If you have any questions, you can always let us know. Our role at this point is done. We hand it off to the district for negotiations with their candidate. But if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of us. I did just send a press release to Kelsey and to Becky, and you can edit that per the protocol of the public schools in Hastings as to how you want that press release released. But you have that template you can use this evening to get the word out. So again, just congratulations. Thank you. I will miss working with you all. It's been an interesting and a complex journey with this pandemic as well. So kudos, and I hope I see you again at MSBA conferences in the near future. Take care.
Thanks a lot, Barb. Thank you, Sandy. You've been top notch. The communication, just like when we hired the interim, has just been wonderful. So you made a complicated process significantly less complicated. So thank you.
Thank you.
I concur with what Scott just said. Being a new board member, this process was all new to us. This whole Zoom thing, doing this all online, but you guys handled that very well, and thank you.
Thank you for all of your help and working through this, and you've been great to communicate with, and just at random times when I was able to call you and just chat about making sure we had everything in place. I really appreciate all of your help and guidance on this. It was truly wonderful.
Kelsey, nice job. Nice job leading the board through this. Well done. Becky, thank you for all your help with the meetings. Again, well done. We knew where stuff was. We could find it. So.
Yep. And I would say if there's a way to get the press release out tonight, Becky, to just, no. Okay. Well, we will get it out first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. So then at this point, we would just be looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Good.
Okay, and we'll do a roll call vote.
Becky Beisel,
Yes.
Ryan Davis,
Yes.
Scott Gergen,
Yes.
Lisa Hadeen,
Yes.
Stephanie Malm, yes. Dave Pemble,
Here, Dave, you're up.
Kelsey Waits.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well then, congratulations on a job well done, and be in touch. The negotiations team will be in touch as we figure out where the contracts stand. So
Awesome.
all right.
Thanks,
Everyone.
everyone.
Have a good night and get some rest.